Alright, welcome back to YuGiOh, the Eternal Duelist Soul. I've said alright, welcome back like 100 times already. We already took down Rex Raptor and Esperova, and decided that for today we're going to take on Mako Tsunami. Before we go ahead and take them on, I have to get something off of my chest. I have a small bone to pick with this motherfucker. As I said last time, there's a lot of different YuGiOh games on the GBA. And, for example, the next game, which I'm considering playing, I'm not really sure, is the Worldwide Edition, I think that's what it's called. And I think it's in that game. It might not be, I'm not entirely sure. But in that game, it might be the next game, Mako has the world's most annoying deck at the time. I know it's probably not even that bad, but it's just the fact, when I faced it, it was just really obnoxious, especially with, you know, the cards I had and whatever. But, I don't think it's in this. No, it's not in this game. It doesn't. It was basically just the water structure deck, which is like one of the first structure decks that ever came out. And the reason it was so annoying is because he would constantly play Gimme and Tornado Wall. And what that does is that he just doesn't lose any damage, no matter what, unless I destroy those cards. And it also allows him to summon fucking the Leviathan monster thing, which you tribute Yumi and you destroy all the other cards in the field. But that wasn't really that big of an issue. That would just be what he would beat me with. But it was just when he would play Tornado Wall, I would just be fucked, because I would just have to sit there and stall for the remainder of the duel until I got, you know, that one Mystical Space Typhoon that I managed to get, or that one Heavy Storm that I managed to get in my game. Because, you know, in these kind of games you have to get your cards. You can't just start out with all the fucking shit that you want, even though, to be brutally honest, I'm thinking after this tier, because usually what I do after I beat everybody and I unlock the next tier, I face a bunch of people, a bunch of random times, open a bunch of packs, and then see what kind of cards I have and make a deck out of it. So that I'm not using the same deck, obviously, because one, I won't win, and B, it'll be really boring for me and for you. But, that takes a lot of time to at least get a bunch of decent cards. So I'm considering just using cheat codes. Just because I'll have all the cards, and it's not like fucking it matters, to be honest. This game's old as fuck, and I've already beat it. So it's not like I don't have any sort of moral issue with me using cheat codes. And all I'm gonna use as cheat codes is to get all the cards. To be honest, I do that a lot with a lot of games. After I beat them, of course. That's my one rule. I can use the cheat codes after I beat them. And when I do use cheat codes, I only use cheat codes that I can unlock all of like the items or like whatever stuff like that. I never use the stupid cheat codes like, oh, have infinite health or something like that. Because what's the fucking point of playing if you're just gonna fucking be unbeatable? That's just dumb. So, the only cheat codes I do are... The only cheat codes I use are ones that make my life a little easier when I play the game. Not ones that make me, you know, beat the game immediately. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But what I was saying is, fuck Mako, man. Fuck him and his bitch ass Tornado Wall and all that other bullshit and his fucking penguin soldiers, I swear. Oh my god. Luckily, in this game, the computer's really stupid because with Penguin Soldier, you can return 2 cards or 2 monsters on field back to hand. But the computer always uses it to return 1 monster when you're attacked. When they flip it, like when they themselves flip the card up, or I flip the card up manually for them, they use the effect and get 2 monsters if they can. But every time you use it, they only get 1 card. So that's a really weird, stupid ass game in this game. But whatever, it doesn't matter because we beat Mako's bitch ass once. I just gotta take him on again. Yeah, Penguin Soldier is going to be really, really annoying. And there's a reason why I personally hate Penguin Soldier a lot. And that's because the next tier of Duelists everyone basically has Penguin Soldier. So it's Penguin Soldier after Penguin Soldier after Penguin Soldier. Like everyone has at least 1 Penguin Soldier and at least 1 Manager. Oh, god damn it, not this We'll be right back. Alright, we're back. In case you were wondering, we faced Tristan Taylor for the umpteenth time. But we're back again, facing on Mako We're back again facing Mako Tsunami. for the second time. I managed to beat him the first time pretty easily. Not too much to complain about. I don't remember his deck being that difficult in this game, so don't foresee it being an issue right now. We even have a nice little combo here. We have our Magic Jammer and Wild Coup, so pretty protected. Reminds me of something I actually wanted to talk about in the first half of the episode, but I was too busy bitching about Mako to bring it up. Yesterday? I don't know the exact date, but it doesn't matter. Yesterday, I dueled my girlfriend. That was pretty interesting. She's been watching, since they put YuGiOh on Netflix, and since then, you know, she was like, oh hey, yeah, I used to watch that, and she started watching it, and then she went on Hulu and, you know, finished the series more or less. I mean, she still has like the Pharaoh's arc left or whatever, but obviously, once you watch YuGiOh, you want to duel, naturally. So she asked me to make a deck, because she knows I have like a million fucking cards, and I haven't dueled in like ages. So I was like, yeah, why not? So I made her a deck. I made myself a deck, which was, my deck was kind of like, I basically made two similar leveled decks, which is a difficult concept to say in YuGiOh, because, to determine the strength of a deck is kind of hard to do unless you specifically talk about what kind of monsters they have. And if you talk about that aspect, neither of us have any synchros or exceeds. So that tells you something there. It's basically the kind of stuff you would use in Season 1 is basically what I do. Because, like, I'm not gonna go ahead and drop a bunch of fucking YuGiOh knowledge and geekiness on her. Like, oh yeah, you know, you need this and this monster, synchro summon, you can also exceed summon, and you can pendulum summon. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna do that shit. I don't even want to do that kind of shit. So I just made a normal basic deck, tributes, had some cards thrown in, nothing too major. But it was really fun, actually. She was 5 times better than I thought she would be. I'm not trying to say she was, like, you know, I didn't think she was going to be bad, but she had never actually dueled either. So I really wasn't expecting it to be that great of a duel. I don't know how to say it without sounding like a dick. I remember I talked to her about her before. I remember she used to have cards and she used to just play like how every kid does when they get their cards. They just use the Duelist Kingdom rules, which is, you know, summon whatever monster, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just, you know, obviously the game isn't like that. So there's a lot of people when I introduce them to the game, that's how they want to play, and I'm like, no, I gotta smack them on the hand. They're like, no, you don't do that. It's bad. So it was a lot better than I thought it would be. Like, I've trained at least 3 of my friends, her not included, to play. And so far, for first duel, she's had the best run. We had 2 duels. First duel, she didn't do too much. I don't remember how that duel went. I just remember winning, and it wasn't really that quick. The second duel was really great. It took forever. And we were neck and neck. I think at the end it was like I had 700 and she had like 1250, and I managed to like beat her after like 30 turns or something like that. Like, it was crazy back and forth. It was really beautiful, to be honest. One of my favorite duels ever. I can't really think of, like, you know, every duel I've had, but it was great. And I don't know, it just got me really thinking of like how you know, me and my friends used to play a lot, and you would play a lot, period. But now I kind of don't, ever. The only times I'll play is here, and this doesn't really count because one, it's different having your own cards and playing, you know, game that has cards for you, and 2, it's different playing this game than any other game. So I don't know, like the day before we dueled, I spent till like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. looking at cards, just because, like, I have a lot of cards and whatever, but I was just having such a good time just looking through all my cards, and so many memories. I don't know, I've been walking down nostalgia road throughout the last couple of weeks. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm reaching my like quarter life crisis or something like that. But doesn't matter. Just reminded me also, like I always want to do on YouTube. Like set up a bunch of cameras and do that stuff, but that stuff is obsolete now that they have Dev Pro and Dual Network. Even though I don't think anyone uses Dual Network anymore. I don't know why Dual Network gets so much heat. Like, I know it's obviously the inferior program, since Dev Pro kind of does stuff for you and it's a lot easier, which is kind of it's a douchey thing to say that, you know, fuck Dual Network just because you're too lazy to move your own monsters and stuff. But I do see the appeal of Dev Pro, and it does make things a lot easier. For example, I have a lot of friends that are too lazy, let's say, to use something like Dual Network. So getting them to use Dev Pro would be great, because it'll just do everything for them and I don't really have to worry about it. Plus, it's not like they play it in a long time, so it's not like they're gonna remember all the rules and stuff. Like, I remember I used to play in like 2000 something, like, I don't know, 2004 to like, no, 2005 to like 2007 or something like that. There was another thing called UVD. I think it was like YuGiOh Virtual Desktop or something like that. And fuck, that's so complicated to use. It was basically Dual Network. It was just like Dual Network. The only difference was that to connect to people, you needed their IP address and stuff. And oh man, that stuff was so complicated. And like, you had to get a separate like thing so you can have all the images on the cards. You know, they were really microscopic. And I don't know. And this was before, you know, this was in the middle of like GX, so there was no synchro summoning or exceeds to worry about or anything like that. So I'm pretty sure it's not working anymore. I would like to think that Dual Network is the spiritual successor. Spiritual successor. That's what it is. I feel so odd while recording this. I have both of my hands like held behind my back, just because whenever I record, I get really fidgety, and you get all those annoying boop, boop, boop sounds on the mic that I try to edit out, but some of them are like under my speech, and there's not too much I can do about that sometimes, and I just hope nobody really notices. But yeah, I'm trying to like not move an inch at all, so that it doesn't show up on the mic. Oh fuck! I didn't. Oh man, that's fucking stupid. Oh, so I use Summon Skull. What the fuck? Why did it bring back Suijin? I used Summon Skull so I can destroy Suijin because they have the same attack, and then bring him back with Time Machine. But fucking Time Machine brought them both back. That doesn't make any fucking sense. And now he's gonna put my attack down to 0. Fucking hell. Because he came back, so he got his effect again. Wow, that really backfired drastically. And now he has Suijin on the field. I guess I can use Backup Soldier. Maybe I can bring back Summon Skull. Oh wait, no. It's only using 100 or less. Great. Get a bunch of random cards in my hand. I guess I can use them to stall out until I get a good card. That's one of the essential things that I learned how to do when I learned how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just to stall. Just have a bunch of cards that let you stall until I get my good cards. No, that doesn't work out anymore. Nowadays, it's just blast your opponent as quickly as possible. Whoever can fucking blow up their field fucking as quickly as possible is the one that wins. Not the one that gets the right card. It's not that. So, like, if I would have tried to, like, stall out like that, it would not work out. Which I guess, I mean, I can't really do anything about it. That's just how the game works now. But, I don't know, it's kind of lame. MIO. I think I should be able to at least... Let's just use this Let's get rid of whatever face down he has. It's probably some random ass card. Like, it's probably a 7-2 Bandit or something like that. A Magic Jammer. Excuse me. Or hopefully I edit that out. If I don't, I'm very sorry. But yeah, even though he has Tuition on the field, he's being a jackass and summoning Sinister Serpent. And since he's almost out of life points, I'm gonna go ahead and attack it. And even though Suijin is still a lot stronger than me, I should be able to win this duel. After he attacks Gamma, the Magnet Warrior, I take my 500 handily. But once Black Pendant is destroyed, you lose 500 life points. Just activate Call of the Haunted just for shits and giggles. Where is it? There, Summon Skull. Just because, you know, he's our ace monster, so. And there we go. We've beaten Mako Tsunami. I think it's, yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no Tornado Wall in this deck. So I guess the next time I take him on, whenever that is, you'll see what I'm talking about. Ugh. Got more filth. Like, well, how am I supposed to make a good deck without this stuff, man? Come on, it's not even fair. Whatever. See you next time.
What's that card?